Hello. I've been wondering whether I should share this because I don't want to sound preachy or something, but I just wanted to share some thoughts that have been coming my way about criticism, because I've been receiving a lot of goodness by contemplating these thoughts, and it's about criticism as a state of being. And criticism obviously is like when you're finding the faults and stuff or seeing what's wrong with a situation, and then the opposite to that would be appreciation. Or acceptance is the middle ground. And we often put ourselves into the critical state or the self-critical state to avoid others from criticizing us, or actually just to avoid them from going into the critical state at all, because we know that it's not a very nice state to be in. But the issue with doing that is that you will just create a world with more criticism in it, even if it's just your world, but your world obviously radiates out. And the other thing is that your mind will start getting good at criticizing, and so you'll see more things wrong around the place because you'll get good at identifying what's wrong. And then the same thing can happen for appreciation when you can start getting better at finding out ways to appreciate things. And it's also just like criticism, the appreciative state of being is contagious. So if you're being really critical, other people around you are likely to be more critical, and if you're being more appreciative, the other people around you are more likely to take that state of being on as well. One other way to think about it is to think about whether you're in a problem-solving state of thinking or a creative state of thinking or being. And in the problem-solving state of being, we often you can end up thinking like the world is one big problem that needs to be fixed, or existence, or just things in general that you're doing on a day-to-day basis that your life needs to be fixed, or that you need to be fixed. And that's that's a big existential burden to put on yourself that you don't need to, because I think the world already existed before, or will did, whatever we're trying to do now while we're alive, and I think it's acceptance is a great way to get beyond that, but also the appreciative state of being. In that state of being, or the creative state of being, you can actually, what you do is you look at the stuff you've got, you accept them, or it can be mental materials, physical materials, or just situation materials, and then you see, what can I do with these materials that'll be some way valuable to me. And to me is an important part there, because the subjective value is the only type of value that we can actually touch, because we can feel it within, something that feels good. So yeah, just a couple of little thoughts about criticism, and I guess it can be handy to just wonder sometimes if you're in a critical state of being, or an appreciative state of being, or problem solving, or if you're in a creative state of being. I've got a little post-it that I actually put on my door, and it just says criticism is a state of being, and it's like a reminder whenever I leave my bedroom door. I don't always look at it, but sometimes I do, and it's a lovely reminder. Anyways, have a nice day.